Welcome to the Tucky's Chat live stream. Welcome back. I hope y'all missed us in our siesta. Gonna do my Q&A real quick. One moment, get live. One moment. Bam. Boom. Hey, yeah. Always trying to get this thing to fit the frame. I wonder if today it's better if we lean it that way. I think it is. Yeah. There we go. Talk to us in the chat. I'm bleeding. This did get me too. Wow. What up, Pyron? A long time no see, stranger. What's happening, Captain? Talk to us in the chat. Thanks for the like. You know we love that. Love the back screen. Yeah, been trying to work on the setup, making it look professional. I trim my eyebrows. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You gonna make it over? Smoking. Thank you. I appreciate that. Dude, it's one thing I'll say about my birth daddy side of the family, man. They motherfucking got some brows, dude. They grow into wizard eyebrows, what my lady calls them. The ones that you always, and she's not wrong, like the ones you always see wizards in movies have. They like curl out and they're long as heck. Mine do that already. Like they already do that. So I have to learn. I had to learn to trim them myself because it's it's not a joke. If I didn't trim my eyebrows, let me tell you how they get long. Dude, like the other day, I pulled one that was that long. That's why I had to trim it. It's like it was 2 centimeters long. I was like, holy shit! Did you watch the video we dropped? We got 500 views in less than 24 hours. But I'm trying to get them to all to subscribe. We found some beautiful geos. Here, let me see that piece right in front of you real quick. No, there we go. Yeah, look at this one. I just got done washing it. Trying to get it in the light. Yeah, there you go. See, after you wash them, they spectacularly dazzle. Yeah, baby. That sucker dances. It's a freaky dancer. You remember that song from YK Osiris? And he kind of like went down the tubes like fast. Yeah. Yeah. Forgotten parts of human history, yeah. But yeah. I'm working on a new design. I'm probably going to put it as a thumbnail once I can get it more complete. It needs green and blue, yellow, white. I gotta buy a new black Sharpie. It's a whole ordeal. But that's the price you pay for good art, man. I won't put it out there. I'm not one of the people who'll push an agenda early and put out some crap just so I don't, can please people. Nah, because what I put out when I take my time is gonna please them way more. I'm making sure there ain't no carbonation. Leave that thing. By the way, I hope y'all don't think I'm flipping you off with the way I hold the mic. I just looked at that. I was like, But it keeps that backing right here. Like I got a 3 point connection. You do you. What are you talking about? Oh yeah. It's like so today on the Tucky's channel. I'm telling you, I haven't seen my hair like put up completely in a minute. That's why it messed with me for a second there. I was like, yo, I ain't seen this face in a while. No hair. It's intense. I'm telling you. Don't know anybody need to buy some wood? Only catch, they gotta be close. I can see myself doing that by myself in the future. No. No, I'm just being funny. It's got 45 seconds anyway, so I can't really do anything about it. Oh, I can't really do anything about it. It's got 45 seconds. Or not. It might not make it back. No, that's fine. One moment. No, there it went. Dude, I was telling my kids about like real commercials. Back in the day commercials where you just found something else to do for 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I was like, y'all would have died if you had to deal with cable and dish. Like when it rained, it's just nothing. You get this little blue screen that says weather air, and yeah, that's it. Hey, there he is. I'm talking about. Oh, oh. We just talking about commercials. I love going back and put y'all on some actually. It's called like my 70s TV, or you can type in my 80s TV or my 60s TV .com, right? And it'll take you to a website that it's a TV, like an old TV, and you can click like what you want to watch from those eras, and they're on that little TV. You can watch. It's pretty cool. I like watching ads from back in the day. I don't know why. It's like a weird thing I enjoy. I can sit and watch old advertisements like all day long. That was like my favorite part as a kid of like when they had like home videos, you know, of like movies on TV for like Christmas movies or something. For like Christmas movies or something, they'd have like old TV, like they recorded on like VHS. They'd be like the 7-Up commercials and crap. Oh, I loved it. I don't know why. I think I just like seeing the world at a different time, how things used to operate. Like I feel like I was from the wrong time. Like I like records and a way of life that is slowly going away. Comic books, records, stuff like that. Hunting rocks. You know what I mean? It's not as razzle dazzly and entertaining as Discord or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't feel like I've lost anything in the situation because the more motherfuckers that like that, the less people there are in the woods for me, to deal with, and I enjoy that. The woods it gets to heal itself more and more, and I get to witness it because there's less people walking in it, less people stomping, throwing their trash. I get to enjoy that. I say I have no complaints. I promise. Pirana says hi, Smash. We got a new background today. Looking fire. I can't believe it's only been 12 minutes. It seems like it'd be way longer. What up, mate? Oh, you talking to her? That's funny. My bad. Nothing much. You said nothing. You nothing? Why you gotta spell it like that, bro? She spelled the Nuttin. I was like, bro. Well, what am I supposed to? I might let my hair down. I'm so used to having it up down now that it looks weird when it's all the way up. Exactly. There's no point in life if you're not enjoying it in some way, shape, or form. Listen, man, it's okay. The trickster has been in every part of human literature and knowledge since the beginning of it. So there's always gonna be someone who has to fuck around somewhere. It's just nature. It just comes natural. So it's just part of the human psyche, man. There's mischief and chaos and all that has always been part of the experience, the human experience, man. Everybody has fun playing jokes on occasionally. And yes, and then most people don't like it when it gets played on them, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. Yeah. Dude, I gotta put this shit under my chin because the static makes it flick up to my face. Remind me, you gotta like type mic or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. 1 minute. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Watch this shit. I wanted to change my background. I wanted to change my background, so I did that. 2, 1, bam. Yeah, it's more the vibe. I like to feel that good AI sun warming my back. You know what I'm saying? Get used to saying that. If humanity messes up the planet enough, you'll have to be in space, and you have to just say that shit because to be in the vacuum of space. Humanity, 50,000 years in the future. We say that, but like we thought we'd be flying cars and stuff by now too. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if flying cars were a thing like they said they would be. Imagine the road rage. Could give nobody's emotional self a flying car nowadays. Lord, they'd be kamikaze head up into people's houses because they were depressed. That'd be crazy, man. You imagine like gang beef, man. They just be hopping out of the car with a parachute or whatever. Meow. Yeah, like my lady said, she'd be like, there'd be 9/11s over breakups, bro. All right, all right. Yeah. Imagine, bro. Yeah, I gotta become a professional animator just so I could animate scenes like that if flying cars were everywhere. You know what, Sarah? I'm done with this. I'm over it. I'm over everything. Wrong house, bro. What? Oh no! In the afterlife, they're just in the afterlife standing there, just like, that's the wrong house, right? Yeah, I prefer pistachios. He said everyone needs a good nut sometime. I said, yeah, I prefer pistachios. Not really an almond fan as much. Like a walnut. Walnut's fine. Yeah. Macadamia nuts are fine. Bing. I was having super gleams on there. I was like, whoa. Talk to us in the chat. It's like the running joke around here. My house. When you run out of shit to say, just talk to us in the chat. Yeah, but we're seeing good successes on the rock hunting videos for sure. We're getting our formula down of videotaping them too. We're getting that figured out. We got 500 views in one night, so we've been getting that consistently with everything we put out. So very happy with that. Very grateful. I hope y'all got to see it. Y'all are my mods. I would hope that you've seen the content. Because if not, that would be just wild. Ah. My lady's gonna do something with my hair soon. Y'all get ready for it. It's almost there. I want them to sit when they're done about where the end of it sits now. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? Like right there. That's how long my hair is. That's crazy. Y'all knew my whole life I got buzz cuts and everything like that. It's bewildering to know that's how long my hair actually is. It's crazy. 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 Fuck it. At this moment, I just started talking to the other vape. It's funny. At this moment, I'm having fun live streaming, but it's not really my main source of views right now. So I don't mind smoking on the live stream. Instead of spending all my time worrying about live streams, I've noticed that get pretty consistent views. You know what I'm saying? And once we get better equipment and stuff, we'll be able to. It's not over here. It's gotta be one of them little things. One of them little demons over there. One of the chihuahuas farted over there about my live studio audience. And they're having a moment, bro. I feel for them. I truly do. Like, it's just crazy. Yeah, I've learned that. I've noticed a lot of streamers, like mainstream, like big streamers, are streaming in the mornings now. So I've thought about doing that. Be like morning talk radio with Tuckies. And make a list of just hot topics to talk about. Just open up my browser and anything I see on the news, just put my opinion on it. Yeah, you know one thing I will talk about though are faceless commentary videos. My lady knows I got something to say about that. These people who like document like these locale people, but like hide their face. Like I'm like, how you gonna profit off another person's like misfortunes and how they act? And they're obviously mentally ill, but like you won't even show your face. Like that's kind of counterintuitive, isn't it? I'm not afraid to show my face or call anybody out on that stuff because I ain't got. You could try to expose me. You gonna have. You gonna. It ain't nothing I really got to be exposed on. So, see, simple life don't always. Sometimes it pays off. You know what I'm saying? But I still am curious as to how these certain people can make all this money off these videos, but yet, you know, hide their faces. It's just weird to me, man. Especially because the video content they're making is about other people. Like, if you're gonna talk about other people, I feel like you should show your face. Yeah, this is an opinion I have. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe it's me. Maybe. And I'll admit it if it is. But, I just began to notice this. It's kind of turned me off of the kind of commentary community videos content, man. Because it's just like, All these faceless people talking shit. Like I guess it's cool, but I don't mind the Turkey Tom channel because at least he shows his face. That doesn't, that don't bother me. But I'm really trying not to let outward influences either influence my life. So I truly, at this moment, just gonna put that one on the shelf to a later time. Kind of rest my mind. Ooh, smelling the roses, smelling the roses. A place that I've thought about recently that I never really thought about till I saw the video for I Like You with Post Malone and Doja Cat. It's France in the summertime. Like there's like hella flowers and shit, just fields full of them. And I'm down. I just want to see that. Just experience that. If I gotta get lit while I'm doing it, I'll bring a beer. You know what I'm saying? And some cigarettes. Those are legal everywhere. Or since it's France, I'll take a baguette, some wine, and still cigarettes. Cigarettes is one thing that has made it through all cultures. Smoking. And I'm not mad about it. My culture grows it. I ain't talking about American. I'm talking about Southerner. Like I grew up cutting tobacco. Almost everybody I know grew up cutting tobacco. Bang. Ooh. There we go. Boom. Now we're posting. It helps me support this mic, man. It's not heavy. I guess it's hell. We're at 30 minutes almost, and almost, we've got about 3 views. Fire. It's okay, though. I'm learning. I just gotta start rock hunting more often. I'd be so happy if rock hunting paid the bills, man. What a world. What a world if rock hunting paid the bills. Bro. That'd be sweet. I would literally just take my family on vacations all the time to destinations that had like rocks, certain types of rocks. And just let them do their thing as long as I got like one day to go rock hunting. It is cold as fuck outside, but you gotta be colder. You're as cold as ice, dun dun dun. You're willing to sacrifice our love. That's smash. Where you at? What state again? One of the Carolinas, right? Bro, tobacco out of the Carolinas. California wine into Birmingham. Aren't you from the Carolinas though? Smash. Oklahoma. Oh yeah. You know they say there ain't no love in Oklahoma, just the whistle of a long black train. That's what old Luke Combs says. Are you the one whistling on the train? Yeah. I think the perfect Robin went home. And you got like your little like Blue Jays and shit. Like, yeah, man. I can stand behind the tree, be whistling like a bird. Motherfucker think it's a bird, and then turn around and be like, "Got to be there." It's not even hard, right? I just do that in the infantry to just sneak up. It's like if you're playing like Op 4, like the bad guys just walk up, just they don't even hear like your footsteps or nothing. They won't learn no. They just hear the birds. It's like, oh, listen to the birds. I think it's funny. The trick is though, it's got to be a bird that's around there, which is fine because I could damn near if I sit around any bird long enough, I could catch it. I can't whistle like music, like you know, like Andy Griffith. You know what I mean? But I can mimic bird calls. I think I figured something out. I rolled my tongue back like I did. I learned that fucking whistle nowadays. That one, this one. Hold on, you already seen it. You always seen somebody do it, and if you can't do it, you thought it was cool and you wanted to do it. Don't lie to me. This one, finger gun. And you hit that one. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That one. You always saw adults do it. She was like, it's fucking cool. Yeah, that one. But you have to roll your tongue. It's what they never teach you. When they stick their fingers in their mouth like that, they're rolling their tongue like this. And you just blow. Yeah, they never told you that part. They never told you to roll your tongue with your fingers. So I did that right now. I think we're on to something, folks. No, I ain't there yet. We have to practice behind the scenes. We'll come back tomorrow. I was doing, what fucking Guns N' Roses song is that? Fucking shed a tear 'cause I'm missing you. It's still alright to smile. I think about you every day. Yeah. I don't even know that song, but I know that song. You know what I mean? Like, you ever have a song I can't, like, you don't know the song, but you know the song? Seasons don't fear the reaper, neither do the wind, the sun, and the rain. We can be like they are. Come on, baby, don't fear the reaper. I hate that, but I love Burning for You. Like it's just, you know, like I'm like I'm very divided when it comes to Blue Oyster Cult. Well, I gotta smile all weird like that though. Y'all watch me learn to whistle in real time. Well, it did help on the bird calls, I'll tell you that. Professional. R2D2 did it there at the end. Hey! I only love R2D2 for his fucking like panic noises, like. Oh, I love that shit. That was Jacob as a child on his prescribed Adderall, fucking zoning in on some Star Wars movies, man. Zoned in. I love Star Wars back as a kid, man. I think I've learned that though. That's why I used to like really get good at drawing shit. Like I could draw anything, and I think that was only because like I had a grasp on drawing. But then they gave me Adderall, and I was like, I'm gonna draw everything. Now I'm not on Adderall, and I can still draw because I learned it while on the Adderall. But I'm just not nearly as focused as I was about it. I'm more about doing it in the way that I'm comfortable with over. Give me something to do because I'm on Adderall. I think about it now. Like when I was a kid, dude, I'd walk and walk and walk and walk outside all day. I think it was because of Adderall. Because I don't really do that. Now I meditate. Made you think if I just like took the time back then to like get a hold of my ADHD, how farther ahead I would be in control of my ADHD through experience. It's crazy. Nah, it's crazy thought. Crazy thought. I don't know why I let the screen again. Hey, the batteries stayed in. Look at that. A miracle. My Oni's over here peeking. I just saw him. Look, hold on. I'm gonna make a joke. It's the bitch from the Wicked fucking posters. The green bitch. Look, babe. And she got like the one eye. I had my fucking galers watching that thing about the Wicked bitches. And you know, they were big on the poster being where it didn't cover her eyes. It just now like covered its eyes. It's like it's the bitch from the Wicked poster. They had about the same nose. That's how Jacob got canceled. But for real though, because I'm assuming the people who go watch that, those theater people, are probably people who spend a lot of time online. Smash, did you go watch the Wicked movie? Be honest. I'm not judging you. We listen and we don't judge, as those TikTok trends say. I'm giving Smash the eye, babe. Babe, hear me? So did you go watch the Wicked movie? We listen and we don't judge. Be honest. You're getting the official Tucky's eye right there. You know what I'm saying? So when I look at you like this, like, ask her, she knows. I will look at somebody just sort of like, we was watching the new Papa Meat. Well, it's not that new, but it's a Papa Meat recent one about what do you call it? The Wicked fandom and the Disney one at that. There's a lot of similarities there. A lot of savants. You know what I'm saying? If you're picking up what I'm putting down. Feel like there's a close relation to super fans of really anything, like to that level of fandom and savant autism. Like I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna take a hot take and I'm just gonna say it. Like I would if I ever become a billionaire, I will pay for the study just to be the motherfucker that said, "Told you, motherfucker! I told you! Look at how they act! Look at that! You cannot act in that form of like immaturity, and this is coming from me, okay? Like, I might act goofy, but I also carry maturity, you know what I mean? When it's time to be serious, it's time to be serious, okay? But, like, these motherfuckers, no, man, they act like grown-ass kids. Like, I don't throw tantrums and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm a grown-up. I'll punch you in the fucking nose, okay? Like, if at all possible, I won't. I've been really working on empathy. I don't advise physical violence. I'm really trying to. Now, if you met me a decade ago, I'd have been like, shoot, it's up for me. But nowadays, I'm trying to push more acts of peace, not war, man. Trying to really pull out that inner shamanic, person, you know. But in order to do that, you don't really push moves of peace or war. You're really indifferent about it all. I really just don't care. That's really more me. Like, I'm indifferent about those. I have no dog in the race. You know what I mean? If it's meant to involve me, it will show up. That's the way I've always looked at it, and that's why I believe in shamanism, because it's exactly the way shamanism believes. It will happen if it has been to involve me. You know what I mean? Now, if it comes in front of me, there's something to take from it. Just like the Wicked thing. Instead of watching that and going and judging those people, I can look at it in the sense of there's something to be said about how people like really become super fans of things into a group of levels where it draws tears to their eyes. It makes me wonder the same reason that made me dive into theology. It's the same reason it makes me dive into anthropology. Why? And it's more for me. It's to why. It's a more thought-provoking thing. It's like why someone will blow themselves up for something they've never seen but won't help their fellow man with $1. Same reason why someone will cry about a make-believe character in their life, but see people suffering the exact same way as the real character and don't do anything about it. Like, I don't understand. Because me, like, I will. Like, I'm very impulsively help people. But now, listen, if you do me dirty, I ain't gonna help you for nothing. You better ask my lady that. I'll do, or I'll help you, but it'll be very reluctant. But, like, for other people, no, I've mentored children through military academies. I've helped people get off methamphetamines. I have no problem doing that. You know what I mean? I understand people's issues. But something I can't understand is that level of fandom. Like, I can't obsess over something that much. But everything in my life has been temporary. So I guess, you know, and I will obsess over something, like, don't get me wrong, but I'm a completionist. So I'll obsess fast and heavy, learn everything there is to learn about it, and then move on. You know what I mean? Like, I learned it. I'm not a fan. The least fan of a jack of all trades, master of none mentality. Hate it. I'll say it again, hate it. I'm a fan of a master of all trades and a jack of none. You know what I mean? Which means you master everything you try. You put all your time and effort into it to become a master of it. And then I don't jack around with anything, man. You know what I mean? I don't play games with that shit. Why waste my time? That's what shamanism has helped me with, is learning how to be intentional with my actions. Now, this ain't no trying to recruit people for shamanism, but for me, it has helped me, like, be intentional with what I do. And if I'm not doing anything, to not freak out that I'm not doing anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a time of meditation at this point. It's when I revert to meditation. Because, ain't shit going on. I mean, but I don't mean I have to do anything either. That's doing shit without intention. You know what I mean? If ain't shit going on doesn't mean I need to go do shit. You know what I mean? And if I am going to do something, why am I doing it? That has led to me stop drinking. You know what I mean? Like yesterday, I had the first beer I've had in months. And I did it because we didn't have the kids for an evening. So I decided to go a little bit extra and have a beer. A beer. A single beer. And like back in the day, I went to the Army ASAP program twice for alcoholism. Twice. If you know what the ASAP program is, that's Army Substance Abuse Program for what ASAP means. And I was a mad, bad alcoholic, baby. And like, I'm just not in that phase of life anymore. Like, I've tried it even when I got to this new phase of life, but there's so much new things like having kids and shit that it's just turned that off. Like, that phase of life is just dying, and it's obvious to my psyche that it is. So I just moved on. Now I still smoke somebody under the table. That'll never change. I can't give up everything. I ain't giving up everything I love in this world, pleasure wise. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. But the things that aren't healthy for me, yeah. And I've slowed down a lot on that. I went from smoking a year's worth of hash in 3 months to, you know, making a vape that's supposed to last a week, try and make it last longer than that. You know, only smoke when I don't have to smoke all the time. I don't have to be fried all the time anymore. I actually don't like being fried anymore if it makes me interrupt me from a problem that I'm having. Like, I do not like that. I hate that. I can no longer idly turn my head and just smoke and forget my stuff. Because that's why I was broke all the time, too. Like, because that's really why I stayed in a relationship for 5 years. That's why I was broke. Is because I smoked my problems away all the time. Weed became my cope. I was in a bad relationship. So I smoked and smoked and smoked all the time just to forget the problems I was having with that. It was a situation, who cares? I'm stoned. Don't care. And, I spent $3,000 on pot in 3 months in Michigan. It was legal. And their prices are cheaper. So it shows you how much I was smoking. And like the face I make now about it isn't even happy. It's not even a smile. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, I was stoned. Tell you that. I mentored a kid through that. That was like my saving glory of that time. Really, I was a good person. It all happened the same way life with Jacob usually happens. I'm nice. I get normal people along the way. But the biggest thing that came out of that was I raised a good dog and mentored a kid out of depression into a military academy and got a method off of dope. Those are my crowning achievements of that time. Yeah, I made good money, but to me that doesn't stand a candle to you know, being able. I don't even talk to the dude I got fucking off dope anymore. I'm just happy that he's not on it. You know what I mean? He's in the phase that I used to be in, where he's smoking everything away at this point. But there's a lot other than dope. By dope, I mean crystal meth. So, yeah, I'd much rather him go to work and smoke some ganja than smoke his problems away with meth, because that don't smoke them away. That creates new problems. And you just forget about the old ones because you have to worry about the new ones. But even enough, too much smoking the ganja creates the problems. It's the because you ignore the problems. It does. Smoking ganja don't really create problems. I tell people that. Like, I say that. But I won't say that it's always inherently good. I've learned that. If you're using it so much that you quit focusing on your problems that you have in life and focus more on getting torn, you're gonna end up broke and still have the same problems. You know what I mean? Because eventually you're gonna run out of that smoke, man. You know what I'm saying? Or you'll spend your life just feeding the smoking habit, and then you won't have anything to show for it in anywhere else in life. You know what I mean? Real shit. Because if you smoking like I was smoking, like I was, like I'll give you an example. I can go get her cousin. He'll tell you that when he was right before he went to jail this last time, I came back with dabs from Michigan, and I was like, "Yo, fuck, smoke this." And he said that's the highest he's ever been off of weed, man. He kept smoking with me, dude. I said, "I'll put you in the tape, man. I ain't playing no game." I don't, man. As I said, like, but I've slowly digressed into where I'm at now, where I can get the vibe and not, have to keep throwing it up there and throwing it up there and throwing it up there until I'm just asleep. I'm not trying to trip on this shit no more. I can if I want to, you know what I mean? Like, I'll eat a good edible and do the job, you know what I mean? But, like, I don't even take psychedelics no more, and I used to take acid by the 10 strips. I loved a good hero dose. I was living in this world behind me with Johnny Cash. Alright? He's there too. And Merle. But I had to come back to this one because my body was still in this one. You know what I mean? You can blast off and meditate all day, but remember this: put some word to the wise. Any monk will tell you you can meditate and stay in your mind all day, but eventually you'll have to poop. Yeah, because you'll have to come back to reality eventually. You don't want to sit yourself, you know what I mean? You can't sit there forever. It's real shit, man. No pun intended. I just came up with that on the fly. Since I said charisma, level 100, right? Like, you might be able to meditate for a long time, but I will tell you, I came to that conclusion over meditating and tripping, okay? You could do it for hours and hours on end. I'll sit there, not be on this planet, be there. Dun, 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 I'm running through that bitch like Kenny on that episode of South Park where he's cheesing. You know what I mean? He goes to the heavy metal world and shit. Like, I feel you, bro. But eventually, the pony comes to an end, alright? That's where I'm at with smoking ganja, is where this tangent is taking us, alright? Like, don't get me wrong, I'll never quit it, because it's good for my PTSD and my ADHD. It's good medication. But I don't have to have it in my mouth like a pacifier all the time. You know what I mean? I'm learning to have more control over my emotions so I can experience life without the ganja. You know what I'm saying? Because there's one thing I hate more than bad things in this world is something having control over me. It's why I can inherently eventually quit all addictions I have, because nothing more than I like getting lit is I despise from the bottom of my soul something having power over me. It's ADHD. They call it pathological disregard, and I cannot stand something having control over me. Like it's a battle I fight inside every day with the nicotine. Like I think about it every day. I wanted to quit it since I started it. It's just I don't have. Well, no, wrong. It's not that I don't have crap. I've quit it multiple times. I've gone to basic training. If I stop it, I'll stop it. I'll just got to keep myself busy enough to stop it. You know what I mean? If I got something going on 24/7 from sun up to sundown, I'll be fine. You know what I mean? But and not be where I can buy it. You know what I mean? After 3 to 5 days, I'm over it. You know what I mean? But I got to be around people who can handle me in that 3 to 5 days. And I don't even like me in that 3 to 5 days. They say it takes 72 hours to quit nicotine, cold turkey. First 72 hours are the worst 72 hours. But bro, no, I think I could do it. I think I know how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have to like literally get like the fattest sack ever, and just for 3 days just blow down and just fight it. Smoke something else. I hear Dum Dum Suckers really work too. That's how Donnie quit for 7 years. Dum Dums. Like you just got a sugar addiction. They had no teeth. He never did dope. He just fucking sucking them dum dums till it took his teeth. And then eventually, though, that's one thing I learned about nicotine. Like, if you're disposed to nicotine addiction, bro, like, might as well get used to that shit. Because he quit for 7 years and died a smoker. Okay, like, for the 7 years, he probably thought he'd never smoke again. And then he got in a car wreck and got bored. And that old familiar friend came walking around and said, hey, need something to do with your hand? So tell me you have ADHD without telling me you have ADHD. You're a smoker. The original fidget spinner. Smoking. Okay? Because there's like people say it calms them down, right? It's proven there's nothing in smoking like that lowers your blood pressure. Even smoking weed raises your blood pressure. A tiny bit. It might drop it right after, but it raises it when you're smoking it. Because you're smoking carbon dioxide still, and that raises your blood pressure. It's smoke. But what calms you down is you're doing something, and it's the first time of the day that most people will sit and take a deep breath. You know, you post up at the smoke pit at work, and you're like, you know, you've been busy, and then you're finally just standing there, and you're like, but what you're not thinking about is what you really did was. See, and that's the thing. You can't unsee things. So I feel like when people who have critical thinking see the bigger picture, and I kind of tell them this stuff, at least I know for me with critical thinking, I can't unthink that. You know what I mean? So every time I go to smoke, I think about, is this addiction or do I just need a deep breath? It's real, like, you know what I'm saying? And most of the time, it's addiction. Like right now, I'm about to hit this vape. Yeah. When are you gonna come down? When are you going to land? You should have stayed on the farm. I should have listened to my old man. You know you can't hold me forever. I didn't sign up for you. I'm not a present for your friends to open. This boy's too young to be singing the blues. Fire, right? But you didn't know you liked Elton John till now, did you? So goodbye, yellow brick road, and where the dogs of society howl. You can't put me in your penthouse. Going back to my plow. Or in the other words by John Party, I could get dressed up if you ask me, but I can only get so fancy. You can't put me in your penthouse. I'm going back to my plow. Back to the hollowed part out in the woods, aka the holler. Back to the horny black toad. Oh, I found that this side of my future lies, boys, beyond the yellow brick road, man. I'm not my mama. Alright, like that's real. I finally have learned that the side of my future lies beyond. That's why one thing me and Missy McKee had in firm agreement. Because she's the one who helped me stop. I did my last run of psychedelics and around in Michigan and around her, and then I've done it once and on occasion if it shows up. But I used to buy sheets, man, every Friday. It was a 7-day wait period, and by God, I was waiting. The seventh day, I would go to work, and I would trip every Friday. And every Friday, I shit you not, I had a photo album on my phone. Every time I would finish my trip in the morning before the sun would rise over the fucking Grand River in Lansing, there'd be a fucking rainbow. I would take a picture of it just so I knew I wasn't fucking me on the LSD seeing rainbow. Every time. That's how I knew I was in the right spot. That's how I know every time in my life, man. Rise Hill, man. Rainbow energy, bro. I believe in that shit wholeheartedly. Every time I do something good in my life, I've seen a fucking rainbow. Now, no gay shit. You know what I mean? And don't even try to expose me about saying that. You'll be you'll be sorely shot down. It's gonna be funny. I don't finish after that. I want somebody to make an exposed video. On me when I say no gay shit. I want you to. I want you to come for me about homophobia. I want you to. It's gonna be the greatest move, but it's gonna boost my career through the fucking roof. I'm like, now let's go to my other hack's Facebook. Yeah. The one from pre 2017. Cause you know me, babe. I ain't about to hide no rumor about me, but by God, we about to embarrass somebody else. They should have did their research on me. Got him. We've got him. Like that. We got him. And you've fallen into my trap card. That's the day Jacob becomes viral. I love it. It's gonna be great. Shut down the whole world, because you know how the world is nowadays. They love it till you get them with something with like the LGBT shit, then all of a sudden they're like, oh, I love it. I want it to send the dogs, baby. Come on. Release the hounds. Come get me. I can't wait. You know my yard was full of landmines. You know what I'm saying? Come on. We're going to take the fangs out them puppy dogs. I'm telling you, take the bullets out them guns, baby. How could you say that? You can't say that about... Oh, I can't? All right. Watch this. Just a shot down. Listen, I wait for those moments. Do not try and get me in a moment where I could sue somebody. Do not try and get me in a moment where I could call somebody out if I have prior, like, just like a moment to flex on anybody. I'm like the tiger in a Cat Williams is pimping at this moment in all my life. I really am. Only thing the tiger was waiting, all a real motherfucker is waiting to do is prove the world he ain't bullshitting. Wait, I'm in that moment right now. I swear to anybody on my life, like, I'm waiting. I'm just waiting for my opportunity. I train every day. I exercise. I keep mental health. I do it all. I'm waiting, just waiting for the universe to open a gate. Y'all just watch me fly. I promise you, I ain't about to see to the moon. All right. I've already crossed my T's, dotted my I's, got my P's and Q's in order. Listen, I'm telling you, y'all they ain't ready for me. I got a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. I said it's real. It's intense. Like the potential energy is just waiting to be turned kinetic. It's just like one little, you know, it's like a good explosive, man. A good contact explosive. It's just waiting for the one little fucking boop, boop, and we're off. Just said, I'm like those objects as you see. It's like a bullet, right? Like a bullet's, it's got countless potential energy, and it takes just a little bit of kinetic energy, just a little push, and then all of a sudden, all that potential energy is transferred in kinetic energy and flies at faster than your eyes can even track it. With enough where it becomes so fast that it gains mass and can punch holes through shit with a soft metal. Just right there, right in the firing chamber. We're just waiting for that pin to go. Fucking, it's gone. I'm not out of hope at all. You're not looking at a hopeless individual at all. I tell people that all the time. I might have a doom and gloom outlook on where the world stands, but that doesn't make me hopeless. Absolutely not. For me to quit fighting I'd be dead. I trust me. I've tried it 3 times. I've quit fighting 3 times in my life, and I was told I can't by the universe every single time. And I foolproof the shit, all right? And the universe is like, nah. But now I guess, like Samuel Cisneros, you know what I mean? You don't know him, you won't know him. Nothing else I can tell you about him. But you know what? That's one person I feel like, or Turtle Shroud. You don't know who that is either. But, those are 2 people I know. At least those 2 people would be a lot less helped in their lives if I'd have succeeded in my decision making skills. But apparently their plans outweighed mine. Okay. I went through with the shit. Don't get me wrong. But it doesn't work. It's like my mama, dude, overdosed on the fentanyl, woke up in the bag. What the? Is it, no. It's like my sister Katie saying shit. She broke her back, crawled out of the holler into the road. Someone almost ran her over to call her. She's 4'11". Fucking munchkin, alright? Like, and she's not an official little person, so I'm gonna call her whatever fucking midget name I want to fucking call that bitch, alright? She's just fucking short as hell. But not short enough to have rights about it. Don't you love the way the world is nowadays, where only certain people get to like bitch about things? So, like, I can talk shit to the shortest person that's not just above that height requirement to be an official little person. You know what I'm saying? I can call any lady a queen who's going through a struggle. But if you're rich with mental health struggles, oh no, sis, get over it. Wrong! It don't work that way. As above, so below. It's just, I made this point to my lady. I don't even care if anybody's watched her. I just gotta get it off my chest. All right, the rich and the poor are no different. The people in the middle between the richest man and the poorest man are both working to do the same thing. Feed both of them. They both want the same thing, to do nothing with their lives. They don't want to have any effort applied. So they ask with their hand out, except one pays you to do it. The other one pays you too, but he can't pay you in money. He can pay you in services or something like that. But you're really doing the same fucking thing to the man who chooses to be the poorest out there. It's no different than the man who's the richest. If you really look at it, they're both the middle in between person of the richest and poorest man are all working as their part in them, like whatever we're doing to feed the poorest and the richest man. So there's really no differences ideologically between the poorest and the richest man. As above, so below. They both use everybody in the middle for their own means. Isn't that nuts, man? Fucking mind blown, dog. That's why I've, if you want to not be part of that, but you still be part of that. Like, it's fucked up. I would say, like, I think about it in real time because I don't really have an inner monologue, but, like, what I was about to say, like, fucked me up because I was going to say, like, to be part of that, you can make your own business or whatever. But, like, think about it. You're still making a good and service to that fucking. Because you're doing it for somebody who works, right? Who makes that money, right? But they work to feed the rich man. It still goes the same way. Like, it really makes you, like, wonder what's the plot behind the scenes. You know what I mean? That you can't even escape it. Like, you get what I'm saying? That's where that free will of science, like, has to prove the free will. Because you still, what your plan is, doesn't even get you out of the big plan. And then to the big scheme of the universe, like, it's all, like, pointless because, like, like, what you do now does not affect Saturn. So, like, just live and live your life is what comes out of it. Like, you know what I mean? That's what the whole meaning of it is. It's just live, experience whatever your experience is. Good, bad, happy, sad. Experience it. Because it's yours, bitch. Own it. Now, after you learn that you can own it, though, you can choose. Like, yes, you can't choose that if you came out rich or not out of the womb, you know what I'm saying? But you can choose your perception upon the world you're living in. And not even think about riches or money. Money could never even be a proper part of the process if you really just choose not to let it own you, right? You know what I mean? Like, you can understand that you need it, and it's a tool, but it can't. You can choose not to let it emotionally hold control in your mind. That's shamanism, though. That's the true emotional freedom of choosing not to focus on things that you don't want to focus on. Be intentional with what you do, and you'll notice you don't get stressed because you're intentionally doing what you want to fucking do. You're living, finally. Wow. Whoa. New achievement unlocked. Living, finally. Even if I didn't have money or not, like, I still just could do what I want. Like, at the level that I was at, like, I could still go. That's what I love about rock hunting. Like, rock hunting doesn't care about how much money you have. I can go find a cool rock and throw it at another rock. It's free. But I learned to have fun and then find something I enjoyed that didn't require a purchase. I can walk there to where the rocks are. Just, instead find things in your life and search things in life that you don't have to put money in. You should invest your time in what you can give it and find joy out of it. Those are the true treasures of life, in my opinion. Or those activities that don't require, like, any money or substance use, but yet still give you the same joy as money and substance use for free, right? Like, that's the true treasure right there. That's hard to find right there. 9:12. I've already been on here for 75 minutes. been fast after that, and it started going slow and then took off. We really had any views. But then I get to tangenting, and I like it when I do that. You know what I mean? Maybe I should do that instead too. Start making Tucky's tangents videos. Just get on here. Have you ever thought about the concept of freedom? Like, what makes one free? Not the illusion of it. Like, you've always had the freedom of choice. You know what I mean? It might not always be the legal thing to do, but it was still a choice. You know what I mean? You still had that freedom. So I guess like the only person that stops us from our own freedoms is our own selves. We choose what we want to listen to. You know what I mean? That's not inherently saying go do everything bad. Follow your instincts. If you have a moral code, use it. You know what I mean? But just because your morals apply to you don't mean they apply to anybody else. Would you be infringing on someone else's freedom if you were to say that their morals were wrong compared to your morals? Wouldn't you be? Because like there's three like unalienable rights as a human that the world agrees on: life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. So as long as my inherent pursuit of happiness doesn't involve someone else's, then I'm not breaking those inherent human rights that we've all agreed upon. You know what I mean? But nowadays we do all the time. You know what I mean? We literally make money off of controversy. Someone else's problem is someone else's riches. And I think it's just such a disillusioned way to act. I'll tell you this: I was treated kind of poorly in recent times. And I have chose for the first time in my life not to let that sit in my heart and cause me pain and retaliation. And I love it. You know what I mean? You can ask people around me. I think less about that situation than most other people around me do. They're more offended for me than I am. But no, it's not that at all. It's just shamanism, man. Like, I love it. It hasn't, it's allowed me to just have the freedom of that issue. You know what I mean? That's true freedom. Like, I'm free of that problem. And in turn, I produced better videos and got 500 views. Fucking me. I ain't seeing it as a loss, homie. As I said, shamanism was once again right. Dub. But everything changes in this world. But you want me to tell you something cool? A cool, real, actual fact? Out of all the spiritual practices and religions of the world, shamanism is the only one that has lasted through the entirety of human history. Look it up. It is the oldest religious practice. So, even though it shows you that it's the practice of the human spirit, right? The original practice of the human spirituality. So that tells you if it's lasted through all this time, that the human spirit's still the same. That we've still practiced the same practice and carried it with us, like time and eating and the knowledge of what plants are good and bad. We've also kept like shamanism. Isn't that crazy? But I'll leave you on that note. All right, it's 80 minutes in, almost 79 minutes and 25 seconds. I think I'm gonna hop off here. I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Much love. Try and drop a video soon. We'll talk to you later. Bye.